It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Pats and the Birds, next on Madden Football.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Patriots, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of, we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They'll be led by the Heisman finalist from a season ago, the rookie from Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up. Go, go! 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Jones. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jones hit, and the ball's out. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now Jones. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. The Patriots send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Throwing is Hurts. And this will be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They go play action here on first down. And this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 11. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. A timeout here as we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Four yards remain for second down. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Fights through him. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there for Philly. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Being chased out left. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This ball complete to Rager. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. No score after one on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Buying time to his left. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's caught. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
That's it, baby.
Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Sanders, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from a yard out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return is J.J. Taylor. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. New England trying to get a place on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down now. It's Stevenson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Back to throw. Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Jones throwing complete for Harris.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away.
The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. On 1st down, Hurts.
And that's complete to Sanders. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts.
Dancing to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the keeper.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for New England. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Takes it at the 7. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
That's what I'm talking about.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll drop to throw.
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Patriots will take over possession here up at the 44.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hurts going to take this himself.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. That catch good for only a couple.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
New England's offense set to go.
And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. Open man is born. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Now Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now a dump off here complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
From the 31, Jones got the connection here to Bourne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll look to throw again. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And his pass incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Gets by him at the 25 and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. He needed 2, he only got 1. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll start with a handoff to Sanders, and he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Sanders. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
The Eagles send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So now Jones and the Patriots down by 2 touchdowns. A little over a minute to go. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot. Here's Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Patriots.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Open man is Myers. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.